Not claim! I really didn't!
Huh.
But once you walked in, you fell victim to temptation and chose to act in accordance to your desires.
No! No, I didn't!
I just watched you while you were
You'll
sleeping.
believe me?
I mean, I'm
I
not
was
any
making a
creeper
joke.
than... Oh, that's a
Had you
joke?
any intention of harming me, Clown Soleus would have attacked you. That he didn't proves your innocence.
Huh. You've got a twisted quince of... You've got a sense of humor on you, kid.
Oh, right. Then what was all that for? Oh, whatever. I suppose it's my own fault for coming in without permission. Anyway, I've cleared my name. I'll see you some other time, probably.
Yeah, maybe not.
If
Probably,
that's what
though.
you want to do, you didn't come to ask me anything then?
Well,
Oh.
no. Honestly, I didn't even know you were in here. I do have a lot I'd like to ask you, though. And just as much I'd like to say to you. Okay, if you're offering. What are your reasons for helping the Alliance? Why do you have a
Yeah,
puppet
that's the
just
first
like millions?
question.
Just who are you?
Yeah, who are you?
The answer to your first question is, I was ordered to do so.
Very
As
well
all
then.
information regarding Clown Soleus is confidential, I am unable to answer your second question. And as for the last one, I am unable to fully comprehend the depth of your question.
Oh, forget it. You abducted my sister and the princess. Whether you were ordered to or not doesn't change that. And it's not something I think I can forgive. See you around. Sorry, that was probably too harsh. I can't pretend to know anything about your circumstances, but I do
But you
know
have
that you didn't abduct
circumstances.
them of your own free will. Anyway, with that said, I'll be going. Maybe we'll have a chance to talk again sometime.
The Black Workshop.
Black
What?
Workshop, huh?
That's the name of the place I belong to. It was they
Very
who
well,
loaned me
then.
to the Noble Alliance. Unless you choose to join the Alliance, that is the most I'm able to disclose to you.
The name doesn't ring any bells, and loaned. That makes it sound like... I suppose it's none of my business. Thanks for telling me. I'll be sure to remember that name.
I can't see
Yeah,
doing
Black
so holding
Workshop.
any real purpose for you. Incidentally, did you have any untoward motives behind what you just did?
Why would I?
No, I did not. The Black Workshop? Loaned? Sounds like
Black
stuff
Workshop
worth
sounds
remembering.
familiar to me. I wonder if I heard that in the Crossbell summary I listened to. Okay. Now if McBurn's inside here, I'm gonna fucking die. Oh no!
Oh, it's you. You were staying here too.
Yeah,
Hi!
what was that? It's gone now anyway. Maybe it was just my imagination.
So what's up? I couldn't give a damn whether you joined the Alliance or not, to be honest.
Oh, I didn't come here for any specific reason.
Okay then.
Interesting. You mixed by any chance?
Could I sit and talk to you for a while?
What a pain in the ass.
Yeah, as long as you don't kill me by the sheer aura of which the words are that are generated by the energy of your speech.
So, what do you want to ask?
When we ran into each other back near Bereahard, you asked a weird question. Something about being mixed?
Oh, that?
I didn't have the chance to figure out what that meant at the time. But what did you mean?
Don't know if I can even
Maybe
explain
mixed
that.
race.
It's just something you feel. What we've got mixed into us is obviously different in strength and nature. It's kind of hard to put into words.
Something mixed into you.
Yeah, seems that way. I know you're not trying to confuse me on purpose, but I really can't wrap my head around what you're saying.
Just watch.
Very well then.
There's no trick to it. I'm not using an ornament, it's not magic. And I'm not using an artifact either. I just will fire to appear, and it does.
So that's how many of Ouroboros' members are able to use ancient non-arts magic.
So it's just a totally unnatural ability.
You could say that. Something that just gives you results without the processes you'd usually have to go through to obtain
So
them.
that's what Reen's power is.
You've got one too, right?
Power itself is coming from.
It's
To wonder what
foreign,
was mixed
unnatural,
in.
mixed into their body itself. Different to the church's stigmas. Looks like a pretty small part of it in your case, though.
Oh.
There, huh? Anyway, I couldn't tell you how, where, or why whatever it is got mixed into you. Sure you've got more questions, but sorry.
Oh, whoops.
No,
I'm
it's
sorry,
okay.
please don't
You've
kill me
answered
for...
enough already.
Please don't kill my stream for... that.
I feel like I understand myself a little better now, actually.
Good for you, I guess. So, we done now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for your time.
Yeah, thanks for your time.
Oh yeah.
Now please don't kill me as I walk out the
So
door.
how much of you is unnatural?
Me? All of me.
Huh.
His
Well, that's
circumstances
ominous.
seem very different from mine. Guess all I can do is remember what he said. Maybe there will come a time when it'll all make sense. I'm sure one day I'll find out what this power of mine is. What the story behind me being given this power as a kid is.
But yeah, we finally
One
got
day.
some hints on that. I'm happy about that. Although, to be honest, I was feeling very nervous talking to such a guy. Ah, yes. You are here. Why can't I walk any closer? Well, yeah, I'm worried of being in the same airship as McBurn. Yeah, keep up the good work. That's what I've been told a lot, so... yeah, you should follow that doctrine too. Now then. There's no longer
This should be the
anybody
guest of
anymore.
honors room. Time to see who's inside.
Yep. Oh,
Yes? Who is it? Please come in.
I'm glad finally a friendly face on this ship.
That sounds
Because
like...
the closest thing we have to a friendly face on this ship is Duvally.
Excuse me.
And to be honest, that isn't the best ratio. So this is where we're keeping you.
I had a feeling it was you, but I didn't dare to hope.
Yep, you can hope, you can meme, you can run, you can dream.
It's really,
It is me!
Your Highness.
How did you get here? This all feels like a dream.
Well, it isn't a dream.
Please don't tell me it is. I don't think my heart could handle the disappointment.
Well,
It's really me. I'm so glad you're safe. I'm so sorry that you had
Yeah.
to go through all of this. If I hadn't been so weak and careless, none of this would have happened.
You mustn't apologize. Simply being able to see you again is more than I could have hoped for.
You must have been really lonely.
yeah, Rean's really going all out on
I'm
those
here
head
for you now,
pats
though.
today.
I might not be the most reliable person for the job, but I'm not going anywhere.
Also, Alphen, you may need to get some help for your fingers. They're
so that's
clipping
what you've
through
been
my
doing all this
jacket.
time?
Okay, back to normal now.
Yeah, I was happy all of us were able to get back together again. But then yesterday, I ended up being invited onto the ship by Duke Cayenne.
Yeah, invited.
That's why I'm here, talking to you.
I do recall thinking things were a little noisier than usual yesterday. Now I know why.
Yep. You can
Strange
see
as it
so
may
very
sound,
clearly.
I suppose I owe the Duke my thanks. After
Yeah.
all, if not for his invitation, we wouldn't have been able to find each other like this.
Sorry. I wish I
Yeah.
could say I'd snuck on board to rescue you or something. Incidentally, I hesitate to ask, but
You want to know where Elise is, right? She's
Yeah.
not on this ship, I'm afraid.
Well then, it looks like the princess has been taken to another location.
I can't say for sure, but I believe she's been taken to the same place as my parents.
Please forgive me, McBurn. Don't shut down the stream. Oh, God.
really?
I'm sure it isn't news to you that my mother, father, and Cedric have been imprisoned somewhere. And
Yeah.
apparently, they've chosen Elise to be my family's attendant. So it's likely wherever they've been taken, she's right there with them.
Really?
Well, where we'll find the royal family, we'll find Elise.
I'm not sure whether to feel relieved or what.
I can
Yeah, I
hardly
mean, we have a
blame
rough
you.
location.
I feel exactly the same way, even.
But why were you alone imprisoned on this airship? Surely there must be some reason.
That was Duke Cayenne's decision. I believe he's using me to suppress potential rebellion in areas occupied by the Alliance,
That makes
by
sense.
having me address the people and calm them down.
Forgive me for saying so, but that's a little messed up. Using you like that.
Yeah, it is
I
kind of
don't
messed up.
especially mind doing it, honestly. It's a simple enough task. People all across Erebonia are uneasy about this war. And as princess, I should do what's within my power to help calm their nerves.
Nerves. You know, whenever I see the word nerve, I think of
At
that
the
scene from Final
expense of your
Fantasy
own
X too.
feelings?
The nerve.
I know you want to help, but you can't be happy about being used as the Alliance's puppet to deceive them. Plus, you've been forcibly separated from your family, your best friend. You don't even know where they are.
Yes, but... Oh, why even bother? You see through everything, don't you, Reen?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Through everything
my
but
feelings
love.
aside, what do you plan to do now? I presume you don't intend to actually do whatever Duke Cayenne tells you to.
Well,
Not a chance.
I'm really not sure what to do.
Class
The longer
7
this war
acts
goes
as a
on, the
group.
more people will suffer because of it. But even so, I don't feel as though siding with the Noble Alliance is the right course of action. And the same goes for the Imperial Army. I can't in good conscience side with them either.
I see.
There's so much to think about. You're being used as a puppet against your will? And then Elise is imprisoned somewhere too, being forced to do who knows what. I have to act somehow to change things.
That wasn't your
Yep.
fault, Reen.
The accident wasn't your fault, John.
Ever since I was taken in by my family all those years ago, I've tried to be a brother figure to her.
Yeah.
I became the person I am today because of them. They've always loved me like they would a real son. And she's always treated me like a real older brother. You saw that power of mine, didn't you? And what I look like when I use it?
Well, yes, I did.
Back when I was a kid, something just like that happened. I ended up using it right there in front of her.
We gonna get
She
final
should have been
more
terrified
clarity?
of me. But if she was, she never once let it show. She treated me exactly the same as before. And that was when I swore, deep within my heart, no matter what happened, no matter what I had to do, I would always protect her.
Very well,
And that's why
man.
I can't help but wonder. I can't help but wonder if now's the time to live up to that promise. If I should put her before everything else. Even if I have to ignore or outright betray my own personal beliefs in the process.
Reen.
You need to
As your
understand,
honorary
man.
little sister, I order you to get a hold of yourself.
Okay, give him a good old get a hold of yourself, man slap. Also known as a bright slap.
Your Highness.
Or hug him from
I know Elise
behind.
far better than you think I do.
As if you're about to suplex him.
In fact, I'd even go as far as to say I know her better than you. Reen, she's already told me so much about what happened 8 years ago. She told me about
Yeah.
how that snowy day was what inspired you to take up the sword. She told me how traumatic that moment was for you. How what happened stays with you even now.
Yeah,
And she even told me
does
that
stick with him.
while she hated how she felt the tiniest bit happy because of it. Because it meant that your attention, your guilt, and your sense of responsibility were directed towards her and no one else. And she knew more than
Huh.
anyone how selfish that was.
You know, listening to Princess Alphen's voice really makes me want to go to bed for some reason.
She may have had other reasons for choosing to go to Saint Estraya, but her main reason was that she didn't want you to keep feeling guilty because of her. More than anything else, she wanted to free you of your burdens. You should know, when you joined Thor's and were making new friends, and you finally seemed to be moving forward, she felt a little jealous, and even a little lonely at being left behind. But she was so very, very happy for you too.
I'm glad we could hear
So
secondhand.
please, Reen. Please don't use Elise to justify not choosing your place in this war.
Yeah. Reen is but his
Because
own
I know
man.
for a fact, she wants you, of all people, to carve your own path and find true happiness.
You carved that path, Reen.
How can I have been so blind? All this time I thought I was trying to protect her, and it's been the other way around since the start.
Well,
And
I
that's
mean, you're
not just
better
true
at
for her
protecting
either.
people than...
Mom, Dad,
Actually, no,
Master
that joke's in
Kalphai.
bad taste. But it involves that Bryce who just won't get out of my hair.
all my friends at Thor's?
Luckily,
They've
he's
been
not in this
supporting me
game.
whole time. How could I have missed
Unless
something
Agate
so
shows
obvious?
up. But it's not like Agate would have any reason to show up in Erebonia. Yet. Who knows,
I
maybe
think
something
I
can
finally
change in the
understand
next
what
few
I've been
games.
lacking inside of me all this time. I was so focused on trying to protect others, I never stopped to think about how relationships go both ways.
I mean, I didn't see... I mean, maybe he just wasn't listed on the cast list. Because I checked Bryce's resume and it didn't mention... It was before Cold Steel 4 was out in English, but it didn't mention him in Cold Steel 3.
Others try to support me, just like I try to support
So,
them.
yeah, the
I have
chances
as
of
much
that are
an effect on
relatively
them
low.
as they do on me. How did I not realize before now? I'm sorry, Master. I think you gave me that intermediate scroll a bit too soon.
Huh.
What? Better to realize late than never, I suppose. Because now I finally feel like I'm ready. As long as I keep that fact in mind,
We're gonna earn a
I won't
second
lose control
S-craft?
again.
What is this? Rin has attained Ultra Instinct. He is now ready to use a new craft, Spirit Unification, when the time comes.
Are you alright?
I have reached enlightenment, Alphen.
I'm fine. And I've got you to thank for that. Forget honorary. You sounded just like my real sister for a minute. So, thank you. I think it's time we get going. I wouldn't want to keep my classmates waiting any longer than I already have.
Yeah.
A pity, but you're right. I was rather hoping we could stay like this a little while longer. But I suppose all good things have to come to an end.
That they
Take care
do.
of yourself, Rin. I'll leave Elisa's rescue to you. No matter what it takes, please. Why are you shaking your head?
I said it's time we get going, didn't I? There's no way
Yeah.
I'm leaving my sister's best friend imprisoned in a place like this.
Alright then, let's go to
I
all
will get
here!
the two of us off this ship. So stay close to me.
Yep.
Right!
Whew. Oh! So you're a party member, huh?
So,
At
do you
least
have
for
an
now.
escape plan?
Valimar, the Ashen Knight, is on the deck. He's chained up there, but if we can get to him, I'm sure we can find some way to use him to get away from here. First, though, we need to find a way to get out of this part of the ship without anyone noticing.
Maybe get through the
Alright then.
window?
I never imagined I'd be running away from here with you at my
You know what?
side.
Instead of breaking the window, we need to hit it with... I doubt the windows can be broken, so instead, let's just...
Elise is going to be so
Cause it to-
envious.
I've read up on something about a man trying to prove that the windows that his windows were unbreakable, by a straight up bashing into them, straight up running into them to prove that they are unbreakable. Oh, and it ended up not breaking, but it ended up snapping right out of his frame on a 30-floor building.
Anyway, let's get going.
Yeah, so we need to try to re-imitate that, minus the dying part. But yeah, you're a party member now. And your equipment is locked. And you're level 60 with very high arts defense and your own unique equipment. Arts defense plus 800. And arts plus 30. Arts plus 15 shoes and Holy Seer. So yeah, you've got good equipment but no way of using it. Really. And you've got a good setup on your orbment. With Pandora, Seraph, Heal, Heat Up, Airstrike R, Compassion, EP Cut 2, Analyze, and you have one of your slots already upgraded to level 2. So yeah, you've got a pretty good lineup.
There are a lot of very strong people here, so try to keep your voice down.
Yep, there's one very strong person here.
Not to worry.
The butler is right down the corner. Can confirm. Scouting. I do not see Blue Blanc anywhere. Perhaps he has already gone back to his room. Let's walk as inconspicuously far away from that maid over there as possible. Actually, you know what? Hello there. Yeah, that's me. Huh. Well, gotta step very slowly. Welcome to my room. Better make sure no one notices me. Good, the door is shut. Now let's take the vent. Oh, whoops. Didn't realize that was voice.
Thought so. It's a vent.
Well, that's convenient. Might it lead to somewhere else on the ship, you think?
Most likely. Still, I can't very well ask a princess to crawl through a vent.
Nonsense,
Well, just make sure to
Bean.
crawl
Of course
behind
you
me.
Can. I'm ready to
I'll
begin
lead
our
the way.
great escape.
It's going to be all dark inside. And probably filthy, too.
You think
A
she
little
cares
bit of
about
darkness
that?
and dirt never hurt anyone. I had to travel through some
Yeah.
fairly narrow underground passages when escaping from Heimdall, too. All right? How about I go first? I'm smaller than you, after all.
No, definitely not. Well, as long as you're all right with it. But I'll be going first. Like I said before, just stay close to me.
All right, then.
You'd think a princess would be more mindful when she's wearing a dress.
Yeah. Well, let's crawl on in.
I'm surprised. It's not dirty at all in here.
Yeah, they must
Maybe it's
keep
because
their
the ship's
vents
newly
incredibly
built?
clean.
Oh, there's a corner.
I can see it.
We must be past the guest area then.
Okay.
Looks like we're in the clear for that part of the ship at least.
My,
Indeed.
that was intense. It's like I've stepped right into the world of one of those spy novels that are so popular these days.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's hoping we can make it to the deck without getting caught.
What is it?
Soldiers are coming this way. Keep a safe distance and let me handle this.
It feels like the closest thing we have to someone ordinary around here is that kid. It's pretty nerve-wracking having to be around them all.
I just wish I could get to see Princess Alphen in person.
Oh,
What?
Too late! Now's our chance.
What
Let's get
about
him!
one of them just
Here
had
we go.
the dull surprise reaction? Alright, let's try an arc slash.
Right!
Good, that worked.
Ah,
Let's move!
Oh dear, we've separated them too much to... Well, we can at least flame impact.
Fall!
Be that way then.
It's my turn.
Whoops. Yeah, these guys can be confused.
Let's move. Second form. Damn!
Good thing one of them was frozen today.
Here I go.
Gladly.
My turn.
It's my
I think
turn.
I'll just beat up on the frozen
Here I
guy.
go. Now!
Oh, Rain. My hero.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Well, we're going to cause a commotion. Maybe just
all right, Your
leaving them
Highness?
unconscious would be a good idea.
Yes, I'm fine. Thanks to you, of course. Let's be going. I'll be sure to stay very close to you.
Good. All right, here we go.
Yep. Maybe we can get the goods from some of these guys as well. Okay, just an archaism. Get out of here!
Bring it on. Here I go. My turn.
Well then.
My turn.
If I could just hit once. Oh yeah, you have Seraphic Ring. That's really good. Yeah, let's heal Reen.
Thanks.
Heal, Alphen.
My turn. Burn
Let's
to
hopefully
ash.
not miss this. Burn to ash.
It's my turn.
Alright, we got the EP heal, so it was all worth it.
Splendid. Are they mechanical monsters?
That's what
They're
archaisms
called
are.
archaisms.
Alright, Celestial Bomb.
I don't suppose this escaping through the windows would be an option.
Yeah, you don't
Probably
suppose.
not. We'll have to do this the long way.
Yeah. I mean, it's not built as flawed as the Glorious was.
Good luck, Green!
Oh, you're approaching me! Let me kick your ass! Dobin Kaiser, we are the first of the love the
Now's our chance.
Yeah, weird how the robots are perfectly vulnerable to confusion. Well, not stopping me from using...
Let's move.
Well, that ain't gonna stop me from using the one, the only
My turn.
spell that
My turn.
pretty much, now that I think about it,
We'll cut our
you know,
own
I've
path.
always associated Silverthorn with Luve in particular. Or since he was the first one to use the art in the series. Due to his more advanced combat ornament than any of the protagonists.
There they are! Recover the princess!
Whew!
2 soldiers, 1 military monster. Shouldn't be a problem. Stay back,
I'll
please.
say.
Right! Good luck, Green!
Here I go.
Gladly! Arcus, activate!
Well, this is certainly my mistake.
All right!
Thanks.
Auto Dallas! Alright, I'm not taking any risks. Gina!
That's the power of the 8 leaves. I'm shocked how skilled you are with arts.
Yeah.
You are? You're so sweet.
Actually, let me check your orbit setup real quick. Yeah, it's a perfect line. And she has a Saint Estrada Girls School labeled 1. Okay, Tyrol Bomb. That'll be in handy. Haha. You can't come through the door, can you?
Good luck, Green!
I
Let's
can
move.
though.
It's my turn. That wraps things up in a neat little bow.
Yeah, there we go.
Sit.
That shall create a distraction. They're clearly going to investigate the area where the sound came from. Let's wait for you to turn around.
Good luck, Green!
Oh wait, you can still sense me. Whatever they say. Worth a shot. Worth a shot. A shot. It was worth a shot. Shot. Chiplock is quite a good voice actor. You should know he's in this game. He's the guy who does Reen. Let's give these guys a run for their Mira. That sounds something that would be said by Instructor Sarah. Now let's rush them, ice them, slice them, and my gosh. There we go. You may be confused, but you're still smart. I may be strong, but I still fought.
Second
Gale! You were frozen today. Dovin Kaiser!
Arcus, activate!
Mazing Kaiser! The praise for you will last till later.
Right!
The strongest soldier.
Arcus, activate!
The strongest soldier.
I won't give up. Sit!
Good job, Reen.
Sorry, everyone.
Excellent, Mondo. Wonderful and wombo.
That wraps things up in a neat little bow.
I did it!
Yes, you did, Reen. Yes, you did it. That you did, Reen. Thank God for ingenuity. Let's see if these guys can beat me.
Hopefully this will lead to
Let
the
us
deck.
see if we can go to the deck. Let us try and customize our weapon. Nothing for me. Maybe slot opening. Nope. Alright, let's save a game. Game. Uh-oh. Muscular pain. I've been trying to work it out.
How did you get ahead of us?
You know, there's a lot of questions we could be asking, but let's just be thankful McBurn isn't here right now.
The Alliance. But not even in my wildest dreams did I imagine you'd try to flee the ship with our dearest princess.
You're a bold one, I'll give you that.
Well, if it's 2-on-2, I think we can handle you.
I wasn't expecting to run into either of you on the way out either.
Hopefully.
You guys aren't called the Phantom Thief and Doobly the Swift for nothing.
Trying to praise us won't get us to let you pass.
Are you sure about that?
Princess Alfin is one of this nation's most precious treasures. You surely couldn't have thought that I, the Phantom Thief, would allow you to steal her from us, could you?
I'm not being stolen by anyone. If anything, I was the one who whispered sweet nothings into his ear and tempted him to run away with me.
Oh my! What a passionate young lady you are. Forgive me for being so presumptuous. You no doubt
You
taken
trying
after your
something?
brother in more ways than one.
I'd like to believe that I'm not quite the oddball he is. I couldn't agree more with his belief that love is the truest form of beauty, however.
Really now?
They're actually hitting it off.
I think that's enough messing around for one day. You're an enforcer, Blue Blanc. Take your work seriously and behave!
I think the number of enforcers who take things seriously are in the minority, I'm afraid.
Yeah, that's actually incredibly true.
Still, you're right about us having played around for long enough. I find the many mysteries surrounding you fascinating, but there's a certain appeal to them remaining forever unsolved, too.
You may think yourself a swordsman, but allow me to show you how little you truly know.
We've beaten you once before, Jubilee. And we've beaten Blue Blanc once before.
You can do this?
Hell no.
I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. The gap in skill between us is small enough that I should be able to force our way through.
Yeah.
Oh?
Small? The difference in our strength is like night and day, you boor.
Says the
And
one
if
who
you're
lost
foolish
to
enough
me.
be unable to see that, then allow me to make you realize your folly and pay for your arrogance.
The one being foolish and arrogant is you.
Oh. You're really going for this?
Rean?
I owe me being able to do this to you, Your Highness. You and Elise. Now, everyone who's done anything to aid us in coming this far deserves thanks.
What's happened to him?
Could
This is
this
pretty
be
normal.
your ogre power?
8 leaves, 1 blade school, intermediate level. I, Rean Schwarzer, will be your opponent.
So you've decided to call yourself an intermediate now.
I will enjoy this.
Also, it
This
seems
is
he actually has some
his
control over it this
overpower?
time.
My
His
turn.
stats are boosted. Fatal versions of his attacks. Oh.
Come, my minions.
Let's move.
You think that's going to work? Well,
Gather on my blade.
yeah, Reed's actually controlling his thing that's mixed with him now. It's good to hear how you've grown, man.
How can this be happening? What is he?
Just like McBurn.
Splendid, simply splendid. So you finally conquered your
Except
power
not
and
as
made it your
powerful.
own, did you? You continue to fascinate me, Rean.
Rean,
Forgive me, Your Highness.
what for?
Goodness.
Wait just a damn minute!
Whoa, what's going on here?
I don't know, but I don't think it's worth us chasing after them.
Yeah, you don't stand a chance. This hallway
We'll make our
seems
way
like it's
directly
lasting
to the deck.
forever.
Are you all right, Your Highness?
Yes, perfectly. My heart just feels as if it's about to burst.
That doesn't sound very fine.
Come on, is now really the time to be flirting with each other?
Huh. I think I can take you
You're here
too.
You got some real guts, kiddo. But you ain't getting past us.
Zephyr's guard
So
shall
you
not
say.
be easily broke.
Huh. Utilizing multiple after.
tricks from our feet.
The targets have broken our line of defense. Commencing pursuit.
You really think you can catch up to Rean when he's like this?
I'm sorry about that, Your Highness.
I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Can I hold on to you a little tighter?
Of course.
Huh.
Targets in sight. Commencing capture. My suspicions outlining you as an indecent person seem to have been confirmed.
Can you not make me out to be some kind of pervert all the time, please?
Yeah, you're ruining the mood, child. Just knocked against the wall.
Target lost. I may have underestimated you, Rean Schwarzer, in more ways than one.
Yep.
I'm so sorry, Your Highness. I didn't really have any choice but to do that. I realize that's no excuse.
I know you didn't, but she seemed even younger than me.
That's because she probably is.
Could you, Rean? That truly is indecent.
Well, it's not like I hit her directly, I only hit her stand. Which means that, yes, that counts as hitting her directly.
There's the exit.
Don't change the subject.
Alright, that felt a lot larger than 250 R's.
That's the Ashen Knight? Isn't that... Crow? And...
Oh no. Well, I owe you a moment of thanks, McBurn man. John McBurn.
You finally mastered that power you got, huh? Still,
yeah.
You're one busy guy, you know that? One minute you're down in the dumps, the next, you've got one of the cutest girls in the country cheering you up.
Well, I can't deny it, but she wasn't the only one. It was my sister, our classmates, and even you, in a sense.
Come on.
Can't say I'm not curious to see what that power of yours can do. But I think you
My
get
goodness, this is...
right?
Yeah, let me have this one.
Okay. I already beat you on foot, Crow.
Your Highness, if you don't mind.
Alright.
Although I take it was your plan to lose there.
This is your first time fighting me without the mask on, I think. With our
Yeah.
Divine Knights, I come out on top. But let's see who wins when it's just the two of us.
Yep.
Sounds
just
good
the
to
two
me.
of us.
You managed to win
mono.
against three of us at once in the catacombs below
Oh,
Heimdall.
screw the weapon triangle. Oh, I can. My sword can beat your lance any day.
It's just you and me now. And this time, I'll be the victor.
Go ahead and try. Alright, you ready, Rean?
My turn.
Why would I not be ready? Alright, Crow.
Too easy.
Which is pretty ordinary.
My turn. Let's move. My turn.
Too easy.
Yep. Nothing out of the ordinary happening here.
Eat this.
I'm not done yet.
Time I use all those Tier-All bombs.
My turn.
Because today's the day I defeat you, Crow Man.
Let's move.
You haven't really gotten all that much stronger since the last battle between us. In fact, I say you've gotten a bit rusty.
My turn.
You've definitely gotten rusty.
Let's move. Sit. Here we go.
Just what I was waiting for.
Here we go. Cat. Let's move. Here we go.
We actually managed to poison him.
Shoulder the cross of your demise.
Let's hope we can survive this.
I'm sorry, everyone.
My bad.
All right, you ready, Reen?
My turn.
I'm ready as I'll ever be. You were frozen today, Crow. Or should I say you were frozen today? What's the point of throwing it at point blank? I'm just curious.
My turn.
Well,
Gather on my blade.
it's not like all that important.
Not bad. Sit!
Yeah, I wouldn't call this bad at all.
Here we go. My turn. Let's move. Let's move.
Well, he's going to heal up. That's a shame.
Eat this. My turn.
Let's just pop a Tyrol bomb.
My turn. My turn. Eat this. Too slow. Let's move. My turn. Here we go. Shoulder the cross of your demise. Deadly cross.
Very well then.
Let's move.
So, let's finish this, Crow Armbrust. Second take, that was surprisingly simple.
Damn.
First one loss was my fault for not
That's what I can
anticipating
really do.
what he was going to do. We got Blade 2 down. Oh my god. He dropped a Blade 2 deck.
Huh. You actually did it.
What, you have a
I
backup
sure wasn't
weapon?
expecting you to beat me one-on-one.
You fought pretty well yourself. It couldn't have been easy to last as long as you did against me like this.
Huh. Looks like my hour of power's out, though. This is bad.
Why did this have to happen now?
Guess your luck ran out.
We finally caught up to you.
Yeah, but I stole your deck of cards.
Well, aren't you, Mr. Popular?
But I think you may have been slightly too reckless this time.
That wasn't a bad fight. Even if you lost, at least you tried, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, Crow is probably at best like 1/3 of McBurn. We're pretty evenly matched.
Please move away from me.
Hey, don't be too rough with...
Look sharp.
Huh. Yahoo! Here we go! Here it is!
Crimson Wings?
So this is where you were hiding. is here!
For the wait, Rean.
Now, I'd say we stand a chance, but McBurn's still here.
Yo! We're here to save the day!
You caught us all off guard back in Ymir.
So this time we opted to take the initiative ourselves.
We meet again, Severing Chains. And I see you brought the Purple Lightning with you.
She brought more than that. Check out the Icy Maiden and that big shot arts user from the Bracer Guild.
Well, he is a big shot arts user.
Here it comes again.
Here it comes again. Oh. And now we have Viscount Arcade himself.
Your lordship.
Uncle Victor!
Someone with equal power to a divine blade.
It's good to see you again, Link. And it relieves me to see you're none the worse for wear, Your Highness.
Radiant Blade Master is here too?
Well, you're strong. Very strong.
That's quite the nod coming from the blazing demon himself. I can see now why you're considered one of the fiercest in Ouroboros, and why some even claim you to be the Steel Maiden's equal.
Yeah.
Well, I know who I'm gonna be fighting.
Don't you go forgetting about us now.
Ho-ho! Everyone else is here, and they brought Oliver.
You're here too?
Are you okay, Rean?
Looks like we've landed in the middle of something pretty crazy.
And not a
this
moment
is
too
pretty
soon.
crazy.
You came!
Glad to see you're all right.
Yep. So
You certainly
Oliver's
seem to have
managed to
kept
bring
yourself busy.
everyone on board.
Enjoying your scandalous elopement with Rean, are you?
He gave me the time of my life.
You guys were having that much fun, huh?
And with our
Listen, I only bridal carried her.
To think we were so worried
Nothing more,
about you.
nothing less.
You're not supposed to take it literally.
So this is what you threw me out of Valimar for? Doesn't look very fun.
Crow, you're here.
Yeah, and I stole your pack of cards.
It feels like it's been ages since we last saw you.
You're looking spiffy, Crow.
Yeah,
hanging in
he actually is.
Sure wasn't expecting all of you to show up, though. How are we even gonna settle this?
That's a good
is
question.
the question, isn't it?
I mean, Oliver is looking very, very low res in the background there.
I'd roughly estimate both sides to be of equal strength.
Yeah? So we'd probably just end up at a stalemate, huh?
Oh, doesn't sound like much fun at all. Let's say we just forego the fighting and have ourselves a party instead.
That sounds like a great idea. You're being sarcastic, aren't you?
Ha ha ha! I could never turn down a party!
That
Yeah.
sounds simply wonderful.
I'll bring the booze.
Ah! No, no, no! Can't one of you take this a little more seriously?
This is getting us nowhere.
Whew. And now,
Look
once
who
again, you
decided
can't.
to show up.
You just decide not to show up in
Cleonos,
person.
Vita!
Can't speak without your bird, can you?
Welcome aboard the Pantagruel, Emma. Your overall ability as a
Oh,
witch
you're
might still
just
be
going to
lacking.
ignore everything
That
else?
transportation
Everyone
spell
else?
was exceptional.
Ah, yes, good job, Emma.
I must apologize for the untimely intrusion. As displeased as a few of you might be by the idea, I think it best if we let one another peacefully go our separate ways this time. I'll be the one who bears the brunt of Duke Cayenne's anger.
Vita.
Can't say I understand why we should.
It's not our place to question the orders of our clients.
Whatever. Gives me something to look forward to later.
Yep. Well then, does let's duel once again. This time I have my friends on my side.
Okay. See you, Fee.
Next time we meet, it will be as enemies.
Yep.
Okay, later.
Aww, I was kind of hoping we'd be able to talk some more.
I expect we will have multiple opportunities to do so in the near future.
Well, catch you later, Phantom Thief.
Or not. You do know that no one likes your stupid pranks, right?
He's probably going to pull another one.
There's no need to be so harsh.
I'll be as harsh as I want to be.
It's a shame we couldn't resume our debate on the nature of beauty this time, my most worthy rival.
I could wax eloquent about beauty till I'm old and gray, but honestly, I think it's about time we settled things between us.
Next time we meet, Radiant Blade Master and his daughter, it will be to battle.
Very well, then.
I certainly have no objection to that.
You seem to bear some manner of ill will against my household. I don't know your reasons, but should we be granted the opportunity, I would gladly settle things with you in battle.
Yeah.
Yes, well, let's not be too hasty. I can wait.
Guess that wraps things up for now. You've definitely grown, but you've still got plenty of room for improvement, especially when it comes to piloting Valimar. So unless you're up for another beatdown, I suggest you get to work on fixing that.
Yeah,
I think I'll get to work on that.
And just to confirm, you were the one who told Toval where I was, right?
2 days ago,
You have your motives,
call out of
don't you?
nowhere on my Arcus. They gave me this crazy amount of detail on exactly where to find you. Then they just hung up. Didn't even say who they were.
Yeah.
Oh, now that you mention it, he does have the same voice as that mystery caller.
You didn't know... Crow, you didn't even put on that voice filter you had to see?
I did think he sounded familiar. That must have been because I'd heard it during your concert at the festival.
Damn, looks like the jig is up.
You really did that?
Oh, Crow, there's no shame in admitting that you care, you know.
Yeah, but you gotta remember one thing about Crow, and that is that he is a C. Not that there are multiple C's, as far as we're aware
If I might be so
of.
bold as to offer a word of advice, get Valimar a better sword, one like yours. If you think you're such hot stuff you can beat me without your 8 leaves training, you're in for a world of hurt.
Very well then.
Correct choice of armaments is indeed paramount. Selecting one the Awakener is well suited to will increase combat efficiency exponentially.
I can't pretend to know much about this kind of thing.
He's right.
Yeah. No.
Eastern blades like Maitachi are the heart and soul of the 8 Leaves, 1 Blade style swordsmanship. Alright, I'll take your advice. And when I've got myself one, I'll finally take everything back. The Academy,
Got it.
police,
Let's do that.
and even you, Crow.
I'll be taking you back too.
If that's how you want it. I'd like to see you try.
Well, I'll just try. Yep, let's go, everyone!
Courageous! Full speed ahead!
Commence retreat from this airspace.
Okay. We are out of here. Well, that's the intermission done. I'll save my game. And let's go on ahead.
If that is all, I will return to a state of inactivity.
Thanks for all you've done, Valimar. I'll be counting on you if anything else comes up.
Yeah.
Acknowledged. Prepare yourself for your next encounter with the Azure Knight, my Awakener.
Got it.
Don't worry, I will. We lost last time, but I know that's not all I'm capable of. As long as we're all together, I know I can get stronger.
I eagerly await your results.
Looks like he went to sleep.
So, this is what the Great Ashen Knight looks like up close, huh?
Yep.
I've heard all manner of rumor about it, but I never expected I'd stand in the presence of a legend.
I can't possibly begin to thank you enough. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't come to my aid. Thank you. Really. And that goes for everyone else, too.
Yep.
Thanks for coming to rescue me, guys.
Yep, thank
We're just
you
happy
all.
you're okay.
Just don't scare us like that again, alright?
Yep, got it.
True. We were
I mean,
all on
no
edge waiting
promises,
for you
but
to
sure.
get back.
And yet you somehow managed to come out unscathed with Her Highness in tow.
You make it sound like it was easy. Well, easy or not, it was worth going on board. I got plenty of useful info out of it. So funny enough, I'd say their invitation worked to my benefit more than theirs.
Yeah.
I guess there's no harm in looking at the positives now that all's said and done.
Look at you, acting mature and all grown up. Brings a tear to my eye.
Looks
Yeah,
like
that's
we
how
have
it
some
is.
catching up to do.
I'd like to follow Reen's lead and extend my thanks to each of you as well. Thank you. All of you.
And you're welcome.
And, dear brother, it's a relief to see you safe and sound. Though I never pictured my great escape would end with you in this airship of all things.
Yep, that's how it is.
We did time our appearance fabulously, if I do say so myself. My only regret is that we weren't able to blow in with a storm of rose petals when we boarded them. Perhaps I should have asked Emma to look into the feasibility of making such a magnificent entrance.
Oh man, that would have been so cool!
Yeah, I'll say.
Well, it's probably not impossible.
Now you're just being silly.
Sounds about right for our prince.
Yeah,
well, at
that's
the very
just
least,
how he
I'd say
is.
we're clear of any immediate danger. And given this opportunity, I'd like to sit down with you to discuss our situation and exchange any pertinent information. But first, I think we have a few more reunions to celebrate.
Reen!
Oh! Hi, Toa and George.
Toa! George! I thought I heard your voices when we started flying away from the Pantagruel. So you were on board too?
You bet. Good to see you, Reen.
Good to see you too.
Whoa!
I just fell back in my chair there.
You're really okay. No sooner had we found found out that you were still alive, we got told you had been taken by the Alliance. We've been so worried about you.
I'm a real
I'm
troublemaker,
okay.
aren't I? Sorry, Toa, but I'm glad to see you and George made it out okay. Everything I've said to you has been at the back of my mind ever since we parted ways in Trista.
Indeed.
And it's kept me going every step of the way. So, thank you.
Oh. You remembered. You promised
Indeed.
me you wouldn't die. And you didn't.
Yep, I lived.
We still need to work on that one. But I know you're not the kind of guy who'd go back on his word.
See? Reen's a guy you can count on.
Yep.
Nice to see you're holding up okay. Still can't
Yep.
believe you made it
And
through
you're
all that
holding up
fighting in
okay,
Trista
too.
in one piece, but... Well, here you are.
Good to see you again, George. But how'd you two end up on the Courageous to begin with?
We'll bring you up to speed once we all sit down for our meeting. There's a
Got
conference
it.
room on one of the upper floors. We can meet there when you're ready.
Oh. Everything appears pretty normal. Conference time, okay.
The Courageous began its independent
we
operations
have one
right
empty
before
seat.
Heimdall was first occupied. I realized what the Alliance was planning, so I gathered a skeleton crew, met with Viscount Arcade, and we hurried straight to Trista, where we found your classmates locked in combat with the Azure Knight.
I see. That explains why you were in Trista.
I shudder to think what would have happened if not for the Courageous's timely appearance. What have you been doing since then, Father? I hadn't heard anything about your whereabouts until now.
Eventually, we were able to shake off the Azure Knight's pursuit. And
good
we've
to
been
hear.
traveling around the country ever since, preparing to find you and take you on board.
George and I haven't
Yep.
been here long. The principal managed to get in touch with the Courageous without anyone noticing and sent us here.
Aha!
I hope he's still alright. By the way, what happened to Major Vander? You two are always joined at the hip.
Alas, he is currently indisposed.
That's
His military
sad.
obligations have him heading up the 7th Armored Division in Western Erebonia. They're working
So,
with your
yeah.
former instructor, Major Neidhart, as well.
With
Probably
him
just
too?
because they couldn't bother paying in the
So
voice
he's over
actor.
in the West now.
I should have known the 4th Armored Division's ace wouldn't get his ass kicked so easily.
Oh, right. Dad said he'd heard from him too, remember?
Yeah.
Still, the west side of the country contains Marquis Hyarm Sutherland Province, along with Duke Cayenne's Lemaire Province. The fighting there would no doubt be even more fierce than it is here in eastern Erebonia.
Correct. A large percentage of the Imperial Army's military strength still remains intact. But the
Yep.
Noble
Also, I am
Alliance
about to
forces'
sneeze.
constant attacks have put them at a disadvantage.
Probably should have worn August sleeves.
On top of that, a number of townships in the region have been caught in the crossfire and suffered great losses.
That's
So
terrible.
yeah, bad things all around.
I'd heard as much, but it still pisses me off to hear it.
With the 3rd and 4th Armored Divisions occupied on the eastern side of the country, one can only assume the Noble Alliance intends to use that as an opportunity to crush the forces in the west.
Yeah, but they're not stupid. I bet the army in the West is putting up a pretty good fight by themselves.
It's too early to call things just yet.
An astute
Yeah.
assessment. The situation in the Western Theater could change at a moment's notice.
Right.
Indeed it could.
That means we're uncertain what course to pursue now. And having said that, we have a question to pose to all of you. The question, really. With the whole of the Empire caught in the throes of civil war, what exactly do all of you intend to do from here on out?
Class 7
We were in
is
the
a
midst
team
of discussing that when
that
Reen was
sticks
taken
together.
to the Pantagruel, in fact.
This is a full-on war, and our fellow Erebonian countrymen stand
Here's
on both
another
sides.
speech from Reen.
No one here is delusional enough to think that a group of students like us are capable of stopping it by ourselves. Still, during our field studies, We found ourselves up against the problems this nation faces again and again. And because we have that experience, I believe there's a place for us to change things in all this. A part only we can play. We may not be able to compete head-on with the Alliance, but together, we can move things in the right direction.
But sure, let's Kira Yamato this thing.
That was wonderful, Rean.
Still, we aren't all gathered here for the same reasons. Be it rescuing Elise or settling things with Crow, we've all got something that we personally want to accomplish. But accomplishing those things won't be possible with the situation as it stands. And that's why, no matter how stacked the odds are against us, or how fierce the fighting becomes, we want to put everything we have into making all the difference we possibly can, in whatever way we can. I think I speak for everyone in Class 7 when I say that.
And I think you do too.
Bet. I agree completely.
We may all come from different walks of life, but this time, that can work for us.
Exactly. Yep. We have something no one else does, and because of that, we can do things no one else can.
And what kind of class would we be if we didn't take advantage of that to protect the people and things we love?
As well as find our own answers to the questions we have looming over us.
As Rean said, however big or small it is in the long run, we have a place in this war, and we have every intention of following it.
Okay, the last two.
Sounds like it'll be a pain, though.
No,
yeah,
Iggy.
sure.
We're Class 7. Throw in a few of Rean's trademark speeches and we're raring to go.
Look at you kids.
Now Rean's too
like
nice to
really
actually
thought long and
trademark
hard
his
about
piece.
That's the Class 7 I'm proud to serve.
And you guys aren't the only ones who feel that way. Everyone at Thors has something to bring to the table. Remember the Academy's motto? Arise, O youth, and become the foundation of the world.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That was what Principal Van Dyke
Also,
said to us at the welcoming ceremony.
Muscle pains in my left arm, so...
The words of Dreikel's the Lionheart serve to inspire us to this day, it would seem.
Yep, that's how it is.
They ring as true as ever.
It's like you didn't even have to think about it. You guys just knew.
Yeah, you should be proud of yourselves. And it's true that Thor students are scattered all over the country right now. But I'm sure that each and every one of them are fighting too, and they feel the exact same way that you guys do.
I understand. Your Highness.
Indeed. I figured you would have already given it some thought, but I wasn't expecting such a stirring conviction. But I think this at least settles the matter of what course to take. If you would do the honors, Captain.
As you wish. We're about to do something neither side would ever expect us to do.
Who?
We're going to entrust this ship to you.
Sounds like a plan.
From here on out, the Courageous is yours to command as you see fit.
What?
What? Father, would you mind elaborating?
It means exactly what it sounds like. The operation of this ship will be left entirely to your discretion. I imagine your journey to make a difference in this war needs a home base to begin from.
Well,
indeed.
Yes, but
then what will you do?
We plan to disembark and make our way to the western provinces.
Very
Once
well,
there,
then.
We'll begin working with the 7th Armored Division and the other neutral forces in the region. The intention is to ensure that as few innocents as possible are harmed by this conflict.
I was actually worried this airship might prove a bit too conspicuous to aid us in pursuing that goal. But with us headed west, we'd be leaving all of eastern Erebonia in your hands.
Got it.
Wow.
I see. That does make the most logical sense.
Kinda. If we got the Courageous, we could give our third faction some real weight. Neither side could afford to ignore us.
I'm not even sure the Guild could come up with a plan this wild.
Well, it's fair to say I've learned a lot from the way the Guild's members handle things, yourself included.
Yeah, I mean, traveling with Guild members
and
does
Alfred?
that to you.
Yes?
I'd like to ask you to remain on board the Courageous as well. This ship is technically the property of the Arner household, fathers in particular. It should give them a certain freedom to act if they have concrete backing from a member of the Imperial family.
Sounds like a plan.
I'd be happy to. Henceforth, I, Princess Alphen Raisay Arnor, will guarantee the legitimacy of their actions.
Yahoo!
So do whatever you see fit to do. You have my full support.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Wow!
We are truly honored to have you with us.
No turning back now.
Yeah,
Yep.
seriously.
Eustace and Machias agreeing with each other. Speaking of Machias, did his head just slightly slip through his collar?
Of the courageous.
Please, leave Eastern Erebonia to us.
We'll be counting on you then.
I'm looking forward to toasting your future successes.
Yep. Yahoo. That does not feel good.
I'm leaving
on
you
Lefty.
in charge of the Courageous' day-to-day operations.
Oh my gosh.
I don't doubt you'll make a fine acting captain.
Yep.
It would be an honor.
Acting Captain Toa. Yeah. Yeah, what a wonderful idea. Okay. Well, see ya, 3. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's stuff in Crossbell.
Well then, it's time we bid you all a fond farewell for now.
And back to voice acting.
Chin up, Alphen. I'm counting on your charm to keep everyone motivated.
May the goddess be with you.
I look forward to the stories you'll have to tell when next we meet, Laura.
Good luck, Father.
Yep, may the pasta be with you all.
Well, there they go. You think they'll be okay on their own?
Only the goddess herself knows for certain. Still, with some already calling this a second advent of the War of the Lions, I can only hope they make it through unscathed.
Oh, I'm sure they'll all be just fine. They don't bear the symbol of the horned lion for show.
Yes.
Yeah.
I suppose you're right. And the same goes for me, too. I can't very well call myself a Thor's alumnus and fail to deliver.
Yeah, you gotta deliver
well,
on that,
Are
huh?
we birds of a feather? Proud Thor's graduates unite. I'll be in touch with them plenty in the coming weeks, so don't worry. The Old Guard will do as it must to keep watch over the young and vigilant. Speaking of the Old Guard, Chancellor Osborn was also a Thors graduate, was he not?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, he was.
Sorry to say, I can't picture it.
Was he now?
Yeah.
He and I may have had our differences, but I still feel a certain loss with his passing.
Yeah. Almost like they wasted a perfectly good character.
I'd like to express my condolences to you while I have the chance.
I'm afraid I never had the chance to truly get to know him, but there's no doubt in my mind that he was one of the greatest men of our time.
So you say.
Thank you.
Still, it must be tough for you with Heimdall under the Alliance's thumb. Were you able to find out where his funeral was held?
Actually...
They haven't held a funeral for him?
Is something amiss?
It's just that I received a strange report on that very issue. I was told his body was taken into the custody of the Imperial Guardsmen when the city was occupied.
Huh.
But then after that, it simply disappeared at some point.
So it's possible that Osborn's still walking around somewhere.
You say?
Is it possible the reformist faction could have taken it from them?
I'm afraid I don't know. It is possible that the Intelligence Division did something to that effect.
I think the truth of the matter is that Osborn just... If his body just disappeared, I think he just... I think he just got up, stopped being dead, and just walked out.
A disappearing corpse is certainly cause for concern. It's difficult not to draw parallels with the Lance Maiden's sudden death following the War of the Lions.
Yeah, that would be difficult.
Unbelievable. I'm almost impressed how much trouble one man can stir up, even from beyond the grave. He had so many plots in motion, I doubt even his death put a stop to them all.
Yeah. It is now Wednesday. We are touring Erebonia. Aboard the Courageous.
No change in weather or wind direction since entering Kreutzen provincial airspace.
Chrono.
We are currently cruising at a speed of 3,000 SPH. Nothing abnormal detected on the radar thus far.
Good to hear.
Detour around the Twin Dragons Bridge, staying within the clouds. Take extra care that we aren't noticed by the Noble Alliance's surveillance.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. She's a real natural at this.
Yeah. It's hard to believe she's only been in the position for a day.
Indeed. She has proved a worthy captain in Father's place.
Yeah.
As if anyone could fit the role better than our student council president.
She still looks like a mascot character, though.
Really?
It's just one of her many charms.
Yeah, and besides, I can feel at ease knowing she's in charge.
Yeah.
So, today's the day we start
Someone
our
so
journey anew,
responsible
right?
would be good as the captain.
We settled what we'll be doing last night. Now all that remains is to do it. Well, Toa and George should be able to handle the day-to-day running of the ship, so that's out of the way. And whatever we decide, it's not like we're going to be able to do anything major today. Still, I think it's time we start hammering down exactly what we're going to be doing from tomorrow onward.
Got
in theory, the Courageous gives us the ability to fly around the whole country with ease.
In theory.
But, in reality, the Noble Alliance has control over most of Erebonia, so we're limited in where we can actually go.
Yep.
Yeah, we don't want to risk getting too close to Alliance territory. We'd run the risk of being captured, or even worse, being shot down.
Yeah.
It's sad to think how we barely have anywhere we can land with an amazing airship like this at our disposal.
Here to share your thoughts on this, instructor.
Oh, you kids can just do whatever you want. I lost the will to put in any effort after Captain Classy got off.
Huh.
You slacker.
I'm pleased that you think so highly of my father, but...
Maybe Laura can hook you up with a one-on-one lecture on the Arcade School of Courtsmanship, if you know what I'm saying.
I was kidding. In all seriousness, if you need more people fighting in whatever you end up doing, I'll be happy to help you out. Just don't forget that the Courageous was entrusted to you kids, not to me. If you want my advice, then you got it. But you need to be able to make all the important decisions on your own.
Okay.
Of course.
You almost sound like an instructor for once.
Getting back to the matter at hand, we don't need to decide everything right at this moment. What say you to figuring out how and what for now?
Come again? How and the what?
I assume what would be our overall goal. Something realistic that we can all work together towards. And the how would be a basic idea on how we intend to achieve it?
Uh-huh. It's a little trick we use in the student council. It's easier to get motivated when you have a specific goal in mind.
Yeah, that's a good tip.
You guys were doing the same kind of thing in the
yourself.
weeks before the Academy Festival, remember? The concert was what you were working toward, and all your other planning was how you intended to pull it off.
I see. That makes sense.
We did spend a lot of time before and during the festival working out all the details, come to think of it.
Not to mention taking care of the things we couldn't plan, like the strange stuff at the old schoolhouse.
We were coordinating with all of the other classes and clubs at the same time, too.
When you break it down step by step, we did so much without even realizing it. And we may have our own personal goals right now, but if we can wrap those up into one overarching goal, it won't seem half as much.
Yeah.
How about making it something related to the Academy itself, then?
I was thinking the exact same thing.
I wonder what's happening there.
You gotta wonder.
Toa, George, the Academy is currently under the Noble Alliance's control, right?
That's right. The staff and students who are there are doing what they can, but...
As you know, during the attack, a lot of the students managed to flee Trista and are now scattered across the country. Now, most of the upper-class students chose to stick it out, though. They've got no reason to fear the Alliance, being nobles and all.
Makes
all right, then. I think our what should be taking back the Academy.
Yeah.
That sounds good to me.
Let's
the
take
Courageous will serve
Trista.
as a good means of transport, but we'll need a proper base sooner or later.
But with it, we can get a better look at the current state of things in Erebonia and try to reach out to those who are in need.
Yep.
And whatever information we learn along the way could bring us that much closer to liberating the Academy.
Yahoo!
Can't see taking it back going that smoothly, though.
No doubt. It's near the capital, so its defenses are going to be rock solid.
Still,
Yeah.
I like it. What goal is more worthy of us than reclaiming something we hold so dear?
Indeed.
So we're all in
regardless of
agreement
personal
here.
motivations, I can't think of an objective more fitting to us as a group.
And if we actually manage to achieve it, the sky's the limit for us.
Yahoo!
I'm genuinely moved by your positivity.
Well, their optimism is probably their strongest point.
Yep.
We were thinking of something along the same lines, in fact, so it works out. And hey, if we all thought about it, what's to stop the others from thinking it too? So if you happen to bump into anyone who escaped from the Academy, why not go and ask them to join us? I'm not saying it has to be your primary focus or anything, but the more people we have on our side, the better.
Okay. Secondary goal.
Yeah. We'll be sure to keep an eye out.
We have about the bare minimum crew we need to fly at the moment, but it's not like this is their full-time job.
Yeah,
I'm sure
we'll
our
need
current
some
staff won't be here
extras.
forever, so we're gonna need a few extra hands on board at some point. Ideally, we could have whoever's here now stick around long enough to train anyone we end up recruiting.
I know our numbers are small right now, but the more people we can get on our side, the higher chance we stand of making Trista and the Academy our home again.
Indeed.
I don't know about you, but I get this weird sense of satisfaction knowing that we students are going to be the ones to do it.
I know the feeling, actually. Everything works for me.
I'd say that's our how decided, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Agreed. To wrap all this up, we'll use the Courageous as our base, and as a way to get a good idea of the current state of things in Eastern Erebonia. Along the way, we'll try to recruit as many fellow Thor students to help us out as we can. All for the sake of our primary goal, taking back Thor's military academy.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Oh, a few requests. Got it. on that screen. This is something like the S3 uses. Yeah. This is pretty much exactly like the ones used by the S3. Badass in danger. Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, he does have the influence of being a prince. Okay. Got it. Okay. Got it. Gaius. It is temporarily not possible to remove Gaius from the party. Okay. So I'm thinking Eustace, Fee, Milliam, Sarah. Act 2, The Awakening Lions. Yeah. Well, we've got no student info yet. Just checking how many of these there are. Okay, 25 trial chests. Okay, so yep, so if you excuse me, I'll be on a short, hopefully a short break.